When you scroll through professional mechanic forums or sit in a shop break room, there is almost never a perfect vehicle everyone agrees on. Mechanics are a cynical bunch by nature. But there is exactly one import pickup that serves as the absolute consensus for a bulletproof platform: the first-generation Toyota Tacoma. It is the undisputed benchmark for buy-once longevity. In my 23 years of diagnosing terminal engine failures and watching modern trucks crumble under the weight of their own complexity, I have seen owners sink $10,000 into repairing sophisticated European-spec diesel systems or faulty domestic electronics. Meanwhile, these Japanese-engineered masterpieces just keep humming along, ignoring the passage of time and mileage alike. Today, I am breaking down 3 structural marvels from overseas that simply refuse to quit, even when you try your hardest to kill them. If you secure one of these, maintain the baseline rhythm of oil changes, and keep an eye on the chassis, you will never need to walk into a dealership showroom again. Let's get into it. Number 3 is the second-generation Nissan Frontier D40, but specifically the base model version. While the flashier V6 variants were making headlines for all the wrong reasons, this entry-level workhorse was quietly establishing a reputation for being unkillable. A local parts delivery driver named Elias came to me years ago with a limited budget and a desperate need for a truck that could handle 300 miles of city driving every single day. I steered him toward a base 2009 Frontier with the 4-cylinder engine and a manual gearbox. He paid just $4,000 for it. Last month, he rolled into my shop for a routine inspection with 340,000 miles on the clock. His total repair history over those years? A starter motor, a set of spark plugs, and a few fan belts. That is the definition of actually reliable. The reason these are often overlooked is that the D40 generation was haunted by a massive manufacturing defect in the automatic transmission coolers on the V6 models. Disaster known as the strawberry milkshake of death. It literally liquidated transmissions by the thousands. However, the base model utilizes the 2.5-liter QR25DE engine, which is a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder beast designed for industrial longevity. When you pair this motor with the manual transmission, you completely eliminate the weakest link in the entire truck's DNA. It features a heavy-duty timing chain instead of a rubber belt, and the engine bay is so uncluttered that you can practically reach every major component without removing a single plastic shroud. When hunting for one, check for minor oil weeping around the valve cover and listen for any rattles in the heat shielding near the manifold. These are small, inexpensive fixes that don't change the fact that the underlying iron is immortal. It is the smartest way to get modern Nissan utility without the catastrophic repair bills. But if you need more than 4 cylinders, if you need real internal combustion muscle that rivals a luxury sedan, then number 2 is your ultimate endgame truck. Number 2 is the first-generation Toyota Tundra equipped with the legendary 4.7-liter 2UZ-FE V8. This isn't just a reliable truck engine. It is widely considered one of the finest V8 power plants ever engineered by human hands. I had a customer who used his 2002 Tundra to haul construction debris in the mountains for over a decade. When he finally brought it in for a major service at 400,000 miles, the internal cylinders still had the original factory honing marks. It was breathtaking. People overlook the first-gen Tundra because it is physically smaller than a modern monster truck, but that is precisely why it lasts so long. It was over-engineered for its weight class, featuring a massive cooling system and a drivetrain built with the same philosophy Toyota uses for its global Land Cruiser platforms. The heart of this beast, the 4.7-liter V8, is so smooth it can actually balance a nickel on the intake manifold while idling. It uses a cast iron block for maximum thermal stability and features a non-interference style design on the early models, meaning even if you are negligent with maintenance, the engine won't destroy itself. You can find these rotting on the back of dealer lots for $8,000 to $10,000 because buyers want the massive towing capacity of a brand new $50,000 rig. What they don't realize is that for the price of 2 monthly payments on a new truck, You can own a Tundra that will outlive your grandchildren. The only critical mechanic's secret with these is to change the timing belt every 90,000 miles and inspect the lower ball joints periodically. If those two things are handled, the truck is essentially invincible. It is the perfect bridge between a compact commuter and a heavy-duty hauler. But even as impressive as that V8 is, it still bows down to the absolute king of the mechanic forum consensus. Number 1 is the undisputed champion, the first-generation Toyota Tacoma. This is the truck that every mechanic I know would choose as their forever vehicle if the world was ending tomorrow. It represents the absolute pinnacle of Japanese manufacturing quality before plastics and sensors took over the industry. One of my oldest shop clients has a 1998 model he bought new. He's a forester who drives on washed-out logging roads daily. His Tacoma currently has 565,000 miles on the original 2.7-liter 3RZ engine. When he asks me if he should trade it in for a new model, I tell him he'd be crazy. A new Tacoma costs $45,000 and has more computers than the Apollo moon mission. His old first gen has exactly what it needs to function and nothing more. The real beauty of this platform is its total lack of ego. It doesn't need a massive turbocharger or a 10-speed transmission to prove its worth. It just starts every morning, regardless of the temperature or the terrain, with a mechanical consistency that modern trucks simply cannot replicate. Average buyers skip these because they have high asking prices on the used market. It's known as the Toyota tax, but there is a reason for it. These trucks were built back when Toyota was aggressively proving its dominance in North America. Whether you find the 4-cylinder or the 3.4-liter V6, you are getting a motor designed to run for 500,000 miles without an internal rebuild. The components are smaller, lighter, and more durable than almost anything produced today. The only thing that can truly kill a first-gen Tacoma is frame rust. Because the powertrain is so unshakable, the chassis is the only part that eventually gives up. If you live in a dry climate or find a southern frame truck that has been undercoated, you have found the holy grail of automotive engineering. You check the frame rails with a hammer and look for cracked leaf springs, but once you confirm the metal is solid, you buy it and never look back. It is the global benchmark for buy once longevity. And in 23 years of turning wrenches, I have yet to find anything that can truly take its crown. Buy a first-gen Tacoma, treat it to decent oil every 5,000 miles, and you will be done with car shopping for the rest of your life.